I became a prosecutor because I grew up in a domestically violent household. I was a child abuse survivor, and I initially disclosed that when I was in 7th grade to a friend, and nothing came of that. Until I was 16, I redisclosed to a different friend whose mom happened to be a social worker, and the rest is kind of history from there. I never had to go back to that home. I did try to press charges at one point. This was in a different county, not in Summit County. What a preface that. And I was not treated correctly, I would say. I felt really disrespected, talked down to. I was told that because I wasn't that 12-year-old little girl anymore, that I wasn't credible. And so I became a prosecutor, specifically a prosecutor in the Child Protection Unit, because I wanted to make sure that never happened to anybody else, as long as I could help it at least. No children were slipped through the cracks, no cases were mishandled, and I could at least help some children be safe in a way that I wasn't protected. The best parts that I think that we see are days that we can reunify the families. Oftentimes we see people at their lowest point in their lives, and they're struggling with addiction or mental health issues, and they really just can't see kind of the forest through the trees. And it's really, really fulfilling to get to see children be in counseling and make significant progress, and parents be completely different people than the day they walked into court initially in our shelter care hearings. And it's really great to see that. I know for all of us to get to go to court and be in agreement this is the best option, the safest option. I say it's my favorite cases of the week. It's kind of what gets me through the week. The more difficult things I think that we see in the Child Protection Unit are the horrible abuse cases that we see and the really, really bad neglect cases, and not only the difficulty and intricacies of those cases, but the sheer volume of those cases. And it can be a lot. It can be exhausting and emotionally draining, but we know that we're here for a reason. We're here to make sure that doesn't happen again, and that's what kind of keeps us going. I know it keeps me going. It depends on the day. I feel like sometimes I look back on, I had one case, my very first case here, was a really bad sexual abuse case. And that impacted me a lot because it kind of felt like I was advocating for myself in a way that wasn't done for me. And I don't know if that was good or bad to connect with it in that way, but I really, really enjoyed fighting for that child and helping the family achieve some kind of stability. I think oftentimes the families don't feel that we care or empathize with them, and I think that couldn't be farther from the truth. Because even though we're not the ones on the ground, working with the families like Wisdom County Children's Services does on a daily basis, we still care quite a bit, and we really empathize with their struggles and the addiction issues they have, mental health issues they have, and all we want to do is see for them to succeed. That's the goal, is reunification always, and I think some families forget that that's what we want to see as well. We never want to have to file permanent custody, we never want to have to file legal custody to a relative, but it's just our job, and an unfortunate aspect of that is we need to make sure the kids are going to be safe.